makes it look so much better, and it's more inviting to visitors. If they come into church and it's beautiful, you know, just really looks good, then they're apt to come back again. Mm-hmm. And once they come back, especially if they're unsaved, they hear the word. And the word is what sets them free. Mm-hmm. So we do anything we can to draw them back. You might have to go visit a shut-in. Mm-hmm. Right now we have about 5 people in our church that cannot get out of their house at all and come to church, and they would love to. Our pastor now calls them the Holy Rollers because they're all in wheelchairs. And so anyway, there's a couple of them that can't even get out of bed at this point. So you could go visit them. I mean, just stop by and say hello and see if they need anything. You might could take them some flowers or a fruit basket. They'd love that. Or a covered dish, you know. That might help with supper one day. But you can go visit these people and just put a smile on your face and go. Don't take your baggage with you. They don't want to hear what's going on with you. Several years ago, we had a deacon in our church, and he was diagnosed with brain cancer. And he also had a real bad back and couldn't get in and out of bed very well. And his wife came to church one day and mentioned that he was really discouraged. And this was a gentleman that came every time doors was open, he was there, you know, and praising the Lord, and he was a real good Christian. Well, she came to church one day and was telling us about him being so discouraged and down. Well, there was 2 ladies in our church, very sophisticated, very proper, but they were sweet as they can be. They don't do anything but go home the next day. They put on clown makeup, painted a big old smiley face on them. One woman wore the clown rainbow wig, and the other one put all her hair up in pigtails and spray painted them different colors. And they wore clown outfits. They went to Kroger's and got this huge bouquet of balloons, different colors, and they took them to this guy. And they said, his wife told me that he laughed when he first saw them and didn't quit laughing until way after they had left. And for these 2 women, who you would think thought they was too good to do anything, to humble themselves down enough to put on all this paint and this silly stuff and go visit him to cheer him up. Now you tell me God didn't have his hand in that. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he needed. For that short period of time, he forgot about his pain. He forgot about his sadness. He forgot about being discouraged. He knew at that point he was dying. He forgot about that. You know, just because 2 women decided that they would make somebody happy. Mm-hmm. And I just think that is one of the best stories I think I've heard myself. Because people don't do stuff like that hardly anymore. But they did, and it was wonderful. So God took sunshine through these 2 silly women. And they lowered themselves to be funny and be silly and everything just to make him happy, and it worked. And so if you can't go, for some reason, cannot go visit a shut-in, if you don't have time or you can't go, Ma Bell's there. Give them a ring. Call them up. Just let them know that you're thinking about them and that you love them and that you're praying for them. And some people say, well, I don't use telephone any. Well, send them a card, you know, cheer them up that way. Just let them know that they have not been completely forgotten. Just let them know that people do care. No matter what's going on in their life, people care about them. That's all people need to know. They need to know that you care about them. And that God cares enough to send somebody looking like clowns to entertain them, or send them a card that would cheer them up. You know, that's a witness in itself. And if the Lord sets something like that on your heart, you need to do it. And there is some people, I've heard women say, well, I can't do nothing. They can't send cards, they can't call, they can't visit, they can't. Well, they can come to church and park in a pew. They can be faithful. You don't have to stand up and sing before the congregation or get up and make a big long testimony or anything. Just go, be faithful. And go every time you can. We got church, we still have church, Sunday mornings, we have Sunday school and church. Sunday nights, we have church. And Wednesday nights, we have prayer meeting and youth group for the kids. A lot of our people are Sunday morning Christians. And so they just give God half of their faithfulness. They just come when on Sunday morning. So if you come all the time and that's proven your faithfulness to God, then Wednesday night's out and then Sunday night's out. So you got a little piece of faithfulness here. And I just wonder, are those people going to get this much of the crown when they get to heaven instead of having the whole crown? Or are they going to make heaven all? People need to watch that out.
I like that.
They need to be faithful. Matthew 25:21 says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Revelations 2:10 says, last part of that verse says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life. Half faithful ain't going to do it.
That's right.
You have to be completely faithful to the Lord. He wants all of it or none of it. And it is your decision which way you do. And just always pray for your church, everybody in it, and always, always, always pray for your pastor.
Praise the Lord.
We have no idea what these pastors go through.
That's the truth.
Even, I dare say, the wives that know a whole lot more than anybody else don't know all that they go through and all that they have to deal with. So we need to always uplift our pastors in prayer. Another way, we're almost out of time, another way to serve God, whether it's big or small, is through the WAC. That's Women Active for Christ. And we have 3 levels of it. We have the local, we have the state, and we have the national. And our local ladies do a lot of different things in each group. Anybody can join it, young, old, mother, grandmother, single, married, anybody can join it. And I know for a lot of different reasons, some of the ladies say that they don't go to these meetings for whatever. But if you just go, I'd like to beg you, if you don't go, just go once or twice and see what's going on in it. See what they do. It might be something that you'd really be interested in.
Yeah, the website,
You know?
the website is amazing about everything that it offers and that we can do. I mean,
And you know,
Well,
we don't sit down
They
and do
made a
nothing.
department, the national now, they made the Women Active for Christ, they made a department. For years, they would say a point of information.
Yeah,
Now it is a
Yeah.
national ministry.
right.
And I noticed at the last state association, they're trying to reach out to groups that's not involved
Yeah,
in anything, but they are a group. So, hey, your ladies, you're meeting, let us know what's going on with you.
Right.
Share your idea, and I like that. I miss Southern, what's her name?
Jody.
Jody. I miss her. I remember her when she was at Carl Valance, when they was young, 30.
Well, honey, the woman's coming home from the National Quartet Convention today.
Yeah, so I hope she had a good time.
Oh, I'm sure she did. But anyhow,
But
get
she,
involved with your
Yeah.
WAC, local, and your state, and national. We had the national meeting here in Charleston, probably, what, Vicki, about 10 years ago, maybe? something like that?
Been longer than that. We weren't in the state. It was before we retired, so
Oh, okay.
we've been retired 10
Well,
years.
it's coming again in 2026.
Oh, that's 93.
And there's a lot,
That's 93.
a lot of work that goes
93?
into that. And
Yes,
not
in
just a
Charleston.
handful of people can do it. So y'all will be hearing more about that, I'm sure. And you need to get involved if you can, do anything that you can to help us out,
I'm not for sure.
okay?
I'll
And
do all that.
that'll be another way of witnessing to them. I didn't finish off this, but that is the essence of it. It's 3 o'clock, so I'm sure that they'll want us out here. Thank you all for coming, I appreciate it.
And if I could run my turkey that way, that's the right now.